Hey everyone, it's Kevin Larson for New Earth. I wanted to hop on today and discuss some exciting changes that are happening soon. Now, as some of you have already heard, Body and Mind are about to undergo two amazing changes that are going to make them even better. Before we get into the details of these changes, I want to take a moment to put your mind at ease by making something very clear. The changes we are about to discuss will not affect the price of these two fan favorite products. And more importantly, they will also not affect the amount of algae per serving that you're used to getting from both of these products. Each serving of Body and Mind will still contain 1 gram of algae, just as it always has. Now that that's been cleared up, I'm sure you're wondering, what exactly is changing? Well, let me break it down for you, okay? Over the next few months, both the bottle size and the recommended number of capsules per serving is changing for Body and Mind. Why? Well, the short answer is that we have made some quality enhancements to the process we use to dry the algae, which has resulted in a number of benefits, including the fact that we can now fit more algae into a single capsule. But I'll talk about that more in just a minute, okay? First, let's discuss the specifics about these changes for each of these two products, starting with Body. Starting next week, Body capsules will undergo the transition to new bottle sizes and a smaller number of recommended capsules per serving. Since each capsule will now have more algae in it, you will notice that the bottle will now recommend only 2 capsules per serving instead of 4, just like it used to be, and that's normal. Additionally, since a single serving is now fewer capsules, you will also see that the capsule count per bottle will be smaller, with what is now Body 120 becoming Body 60 and Body 240 becoming Body 120. Like I said before, we are expecting this transition to occur next week, likely around August 24th. Now, let's talk about Mind. It will undergo a similar change over the coming months. The recommended number of capsules per serving for Mind will become 3 instead of 4, and the bottle sizes will go from Mind 120 and Mind 240 to Mind 90 and Mind 180, respectively. Like I said, these changes are not expected to happen right now, so for the time being, Mind will remain the same as it always has been. And as we get closer to seeing these changes affect Mind products, we'll let you know. Stay tuned to these channels. Now that we've covered the details of the changes, I know that you likely still have a few questions. So let me try to answer them for you really quickly in this format. The first question that I'm sure you have, I had it, is why these changes are happening in the first place. Well, as I mentioned before, this is all a result of the enhancement we've recently made to the process we use to dry the algae. Without bogging down this video with too many scientific and proprietary details, here's a quick explanation for you and to share with your teams. Our team has been working hard for quite a while to create and refine a process that will allow us to dry all of our algae in-house. And I'm excited to be the one to tell you that this process is finally ready and it's in use. Now that we can dry our algae in-house, we no longer have to outsource this important and sensitive process. We will have full control over how the algae is handled from the time it is harvested to the time that it lands on your doorstep. Of course, anytime a part of our production process changes, there is a chance that it will impact the final product. With all of our testing, we have been able to determine that this new drying process doesn't significantly impact the nutrient profile of the algae. In fact, there are certain nutrients that are now better preserved than they were with the previous process. The powder that results from this new process is more dense, which allows us to fit more algae powder into a single capsule. And since it now takes fewer capsules to hold the same amount of algae, this change comes with an additional benefit. It allows us to put fewer capsules per bottle, which means we will now be using smaller bottles and less cotton for each bottle, helping us take even more steps to protect this beautiful planet that we live on. This new drying process is also the short answer to another question that I'm sure you have, which is why Body and Mind are going to recommend different numbers of capsules per serving once all of these changes are implemented. But to give you a more clear answer, let me explain maybe just a little bit further, okay? With our new drying process, the algae powder we use in Mind, which has the algae cell wall removed, has a different density than the powder with the whole algae in it. That's the algae we use for Body. The best way I can describe it is that the powder for Mind is now a little fluffier than the powder used for Body, which means that even though we can still fit more of it in a single capsule than before, we can't fit quite as much Mind powder in a capsule as we can with the powder we use for Body. And because of this, the recommended number of capsules per serving for Mind needs to be 3 to ensure your body is still receiving the 1 gram of algae per serving that you're used to getting from this product. Okay, I know that was a lot to cover. Don't worry. If you need any of this information again, you can always rewatch this video. And if you're subscribed to receive emails from us, you should also have an email in your inbox that goes through everything I just said. So you can refer back to that anytime that you need. Well, the bottom line is this. Over the next few months, you will notice the bottle sizes and recommended number of capsules per serving going down for both Mind and Body capsules. But the price and the amount of algae per serving is remaining the same. That's key. That's all of us and all of what we really wanted to know. Of course, if you have any questions about these changes, please reach out to customer care, our team at support@newearth.com, or you can call 800-800-1300 and they can assist you. Thank you everybody for taking the time to watch this video, and we look forward to talking to you more. Bye-bye.